Today I'm going to be doing my MAC makeup horror story, which I'm not trying to bash on MAC. I own a lot of MAC products. I love MAC. I just wasn't happy with my experience here, and maybe if you're a MAC worker or you work at a different makeup counter, you'll know not to treat a customer like this. So if you know me or follow me on Instagram or Twitter or anything, you know that my school's winter formal was a few weeks ago, and I wanted to get my hair and makeup done. Not that like I can't do my own hair and makeup, because obviously like I can, but I just wanted to feel special, feel like a princess. So I get there about 15 minutes before my appointment. My appointment was at 11, and keep in mind I had a hair appointment at 1, okay? So that comes back into it later. So I was there at 10:45, 10:30ish, and I walked up and I was like, "Hi, I'm here for an appointment." And they're like, "Your makeup artist isn't here yet. I'll let you know when she's here." And I was like, "Okay, like that's fine. I'll just like browse around because you have to spend like $60 or something to get your makeup done." And so I was browsing around and I found like eyelashes and a couple lipsticks that I wanted. And I brought it up to the counter and I was like, "Oh, like these are the things that I want." And she's like, "Usually we do it after. I'll just keep it up here." And I was like, "Okay." And so I'm sitting in the chair, and like the makeup chair, waiting for this lady, my makeup artist, to show up. And this girl shows up um, at like 11:15. So I had been sitting there for like 20, 30 minutes at this point. I was a little bit frustrated. I was like, okay, this is really unprofessional. I've been sitting here for a while, and I could just have somebody, I could be doing my own makeup. I could have someone else be doing my makeup, but whatever, it'll be fine. So she comes up to me and she's like, "Hi, I'm gonna use a fake name. Hi, I'm Jenny." And I'm like, "Oh, hi, Jenny. Like, so excited to meet you. It's my school's like winter formal. I'm really excited." And she's like, "Okay, so what do you want?" And I like show her this picture, and I will insert the picture right here. And I'm like, "Oh, just something like this. There's a burgundy eye." And she's like, "I don't see burgundy. That's burgundy. I think that's brown." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'd really just like some burgundy because my dress is burgundy." And she's like, okay." And I was like, this is going to be a horrible experience. At that point, I was like, pray for me. Um, and so I was already texting my friends, like, "Guys, I'm making a MAC horror story. Like, this is already terrible." And then she's like, okay, so I have to help other customers while I'm doing your makeup. So I might leave you and come back." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And she's like, "What time is your dance at?" And I'm like, 6. And she's like, "Good, we have a lot of time." And I'm like, "Dude, I have a hair appointment at 1. I mean, I didn't say that because I'm very timid, but I was like, "Okay, that works." And so she keeps leaving me. I kid you not. An hour and 45 minutes later, 12:45, she hadn't even finished my eyes. And I was like, "Okay, this is bad." That's when I realized, I was like, "Shoot, I'm gonna miss my hair appointment." So the whole entire time that I was like sitting there waiting or like getting my stuff done by her, she was like, "Oh, so what color foundation are you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't use MAC foundation." She's like, "What kind of bronzer do you use?" I'm like, "Oh, refined golden." And she's like, "So what kind of MAC makeup do you use?" And I'm like telling her all the stuff that I like, and she's just like, "Oh." And then she was getting like frustrated with me because I didn't know like what color eyebrow pencil I had to use and like what color foundation. And so the whole time, like throughout the whole hour and 45 minutes that I was there, her other coworker, we'll name her I don't even know, Martha. So Martha kept coming up to Jenny and being like talking crap about their coworkers, like, "Oh my gosh, Christina is so annoying. She like she's just so rude and I just hate her." Like all this stuff, and I'm just like, "Guys, literally I'm a customer. I'm right here. Why are you talking crap about your coworkers in front of me? Help." And so that was just really frustrating. I was like, "Okay, this is really unprofessional. I'm coming to get my makeup done by a professional makeup artist. That is the reason I came here. I want my makeup to look good, especially if I'm paying $60. That's a lot of money." And so she just kept being rude to me like throughout the whole time, saying like just rude remarks that I hated. She was just giving me sass, and I'm like, "Okay." And so 12:45 rolls around. Like I said, I kid you not, she had only my eyes done. And she's like, I tell her, I'm like, "I have a hair appointment in 10 minutes." And she's like, oh no, okay. So she's like, what color foundation are you? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, you asked me this. And so she's like, oh my gosh, can you come back after your hair appointment? And I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Just anything to get out of this friggin' lady's presence. Oh my goodness. Keep in mind, this is not a MAC store. I've always had good experiences at the actual MAC store. This was just the MAC counter. And so she went to talk to her manager, and a little bit before this, sorry, I'm really bad at telling stories. I asked her to do a little wing eyeliner because I can't do wing eyeliner. Like, I really suck at it. And so I was like, hey, can you wing out my eyeliner? And she's like, oh, what kind of wing do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, whatever you think looks good. And she's like, short, long, thin, thick. And I'm like, I'm not really sure. Short. And I just did it short, and she's like, okay. And she like did it on me, and I mean, it looked great. The makeup looked perfect, but like her attitude sucked. And so back to the present where she came back from the manager, she's like, my manager said I can't do that. I have to try and finish. With like, she's like, I have to try and finish. And then I was like, I'll just finish at my house. Like, you already have done my eyes. I can do my face. Like, this is okay. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I can finish. I don't want to be in your presence anymore. And she's like, no, I'm just going to try and finish. And I'm like, it's like 12:55 at this point. I'm like, girl, my hairstylist lives like 20 minutes away. And I have to be there in 5 minutes. Like, how? What? And so she is like doing my makeup, and I'm like, seriously, like, let me pay. I will finish this at my house. And she's like, okay, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, let me go. And she's like, okay. And so I go to pay, and it rang up as $59 and like something cents. And she's like, you know, it really is supposed to be 60. And I was like, I like kind of gave her that look like, you are not about to charge me like an extra $10, because, you know, nothing at MAC is cheap. Everything's at least like $10. And she's like, but since I didn't finish your face, I guess I'll let it slide. She's like, but next time it's 60. And I was like, girl, you are not even getting this money. Like, why are you so anal about it being 59 instead of 60? This is ridiculous. I didn't even get makeup done. I got my eyes done. I could have paid like $10 and gotten it done, like at the benefit counter. Let's be honest here, girl. And then there's one more thing that she said to me, which made me really mad. And you can take it however you want, but it can be interpreted in different ways. But she had been helping a customer for like 20 minutes, like, you know, taking her precious little time. She comes back and she's like, finally I could finish your makeup. And like, I don't know, maybe she wasn't trying to be rude, but it really came off as rude to me. So that is my MAC makeup horror story. Anyways, it took over 2 hours to do my eye makeup, where it would take me like 5 minutes to do that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you want more story times. I have lots more. Love you. Subscribe. Bye.